YouTube, Spotify, you have been hit with the Seoul Dojo podcast. My name is Curtis Russell, senior editor at Sports Gamers Online. You might know me there. Also, the main content creator here on the Seoul Dojo, and I am joined. Yes, it is not me. For the last couple of weeks, it was just me, but I am joined once again by Brandon Satterwhite. How are you doing, man?
Doing good, man. It's good to be back on here.
Yeah, it's great to have you on because we're going to be talking about two different baseball games. One kind of got shadow dropped on American fans because I believe it was over there in Japan first, right? Not the biggest show we have going on. It seems like news has been up and down, but we got a lot to discuss in terms of just the overall industry, what the hell is going on. I don't know what it is. I have this really bad cough, like this really dry cough. It has to deal with like where I'm at the moment. So you might hear me drink some water. You might hear me not at all. You might not hear me at all because I need to cough my lung out. But anyway, I'm so glad to be back on here talking about video games with you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to the Seoul Dojo Gaming channel if you're watching on YouTube. And make sure you guys follow us on Spotify. You can follow me also on X, Kurt from the Dojo, Brandon. It's Brandon Satterwhite 18, right?
B Satterwhite 18.
B Satterwhite. Yeah, B Satterwhite 18. You can follow Brandon. Brandon, let's get into it.
All right, man.
Let's get into it. This just in. So this story came yesterday out of nowhere. It kind of shocked me a little bit, especially because I was recently thinking of Vince Zampella the other day and the state of Battlefield. But we have layoffs at Battlefield Studios that is affecting multiple studios within that Battlefield umbrella. Despite a good 2025 for Battlefield, it seems like a lot of layoffs are going on at EA. What the hell is going on?
It's sad, man. I mean, I can't imagine how demoralizing it must be for the devs, because like this was the game that finally did it. They beat Call of Duty. They brought Battlefield back after the last two games were panned horribly. They said, EA was like, hey, we gotta go all in on Battlefield. We gotta, Hail Mary this thing. They did it. It was a great game. People loved it. And you still get fired.
That's crazy.
Still get fired.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. What a year it was for Battlefield. Vince Zampella came over, just revitalized that series, got it back on its feet. Battlefield was headed in the right direction. They have a whole bunch of seasons coming out now, and it just seemed like Battlefield was on the up and up. And what was so good about this Battlefield is it was giving a first-person shooter that a lot of people really wanted, right?
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty was leaning one way, Battlefield was leaning the other way, and Call of Duty was doing the whole Hollywood thing. We're going to put Nicki Minaj in the game. We're going to have all these loot boxes, whatever. Battlefield was just about, no, this is about objective-based strategy, tactics, everything. This is guns blazing, boots on the ground. And just for this to come out, it's always like EA always just has that stain on them. It doesn't matter how it goes. Battlefield, it took a while, man. Like, it's been like 3 games. Battlefield was just getting it wrong. Making fun of their fan base, is saying that basically their fan base is a bunch of women hating racists.
You don't like it, don't buy it.
And people didn't. People didn't. It sucks. It really does suck that people have to lose their jobs. It's been going on all over the industry. And yeah, it really sucks. Did you play Battlefield at all? This new one?
I played a very small amount, I think during the beta and then one of the free weekends. I didn't buy it, but I played a little bit. And what I played, I really enjoyed. I could tell, they went hard on this, and it was the perfect storm for Battlefield. Call of Duty had gone unopposed for so long that they were, American Dad and Nicki Minaj and all that. It was perfect for this game to come out when it did. And then, we've read, over the last couple of months, the slow drip feed of, live content, the player base and the Steam numbers have gone down and all of that. Yeah. But it was still the top selling game last year, and it came out in October.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it came out I think early-ish, October-ish, I
I
think.
think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
someone in our chat can fact check me. Yeah, just like you said, it was a series that just seemed like and I feel like EA had a lot of pressure going into it too because of the previous launches, of course.
Hmm.
They understand their fan base. The Battlefield fan bases can be hard to please sometimes.
Yeah.
I appreciated the game because it felt like Battlefield 4. Battlefield 1 to me felt very different, but it was still
Hmm.
good.
Yeah.
Battlefield 4 was like to me is the traditional Battlefield formula,
Hmm.
and this is what Battlefield 6 truly felt like. It felt chaotic, especially in this new generation of games or game consoles where you can have all this destruction around you. You can have
Hmm.
more players on a map. It's so much going on. The moment to moment gameplay is really good.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
And
don't know what else to say.
gameplay wise, I mean, uh, don't mean to cut you off, but gameplay
Yeah.
wise, you look at the two Star Wars Battlefront games that DICE and Criterion made. I mean, I know the second one gets, overlooked a lot because of all of the, loot box stuff, but like a couple months after that game launched, they ripped all that out, put in an actual progression system, started launching tons of Clone Wars content for free, tons of new heroes, tons of new maps. It's probably the live service game I've played the most in my life out of any of them. Like those were incredible Star Wars games.
Mhm.
And if EA had half a brain, they wouldn't be cutting people, they'd be growing DICE because of how talented they are and have them make Battlefront 3.
That would be sick. I really enjoyed. If we're gonna just talk about Battlefield, I'm not Battlefield, Star Wars for a second, and EA, I did enjoy those Jedi games, those
Yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. Really enjoyed those. Of course, that's Respawn, Vince Zampella's
Mhm.
team. I didn't. I didn't really enjoy Battlefield that much or Battlefront,
Mhm.
but those games to me really they were an original piece centered around the lore of Star Wars, and it just seemed like those games, and they had kind of like a Dark Soulsy kind of combat to them.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed those games. I
Yeah.
really did. Yeah, I don't know if you
Uh,
played either
Oh
one.
yeah, those are incredible. I'm a huge Star Wars nerd, so
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Did you play the Ubisoft one?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's not the worst, but it's okay. It's
Mhm.
just okay. That is it. I mean, hopefully people when people lose their jobs, we just hope that hopefully they get back on their feet, they find more
Mhm.
work. Usually when you work for such a prestigious company like EA, people do reach out and try to get you on their payroll. So hopefully those people are not struggling for too long.
Mhm.
Let's jump into news. So I know Brandon, I'm gonna have a little bit more to say about this, but I did do a video on I think I did a reel. No, I did an actual video here on the Soul Dojo on Nintendo revealing Pokemon Winds and Waves. Now,
Mhm.
Pokemon has been in a weird position.
Mhm.
It seems like we have two mainline Pokemon series going at the same time. It's the Legend series, and then you have the actual regular Pokemon series going.
Mhm.
The Legends, what we have, Legends AZ. It was okay. Had this new system, new combat system. It's fine. It's okay. But this Pokemon Winds and Waves, it looks like it's a new region, new generation Pokemon 10, I think. It looks amazing. And I think Nintendo Switch 2 is the perfect console for this, of course.
Mhm.
If they would have did this on Switch 1, we would have had some issues because of course it's going to have to compensate for being on Switch 1 and then they're going to have a Switch 2 version also, but it's still it's going to go to the lowest common denominator, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if we played I'm pretty sure MLB, like MLB 23, when was the last time MLB was on like
24. It was on
24,
PS4.
right? And
Mhm.
it's like you guys need to get away from that so you can truly get to that the
Yeah.
next gen. This is what I feel like with Pokemon also. Looking at it, it looks like it's kind of based off of the Philippines, Southeast Asia,
Mhm.
those areas. There's like more smaller islands instead of one big island, like
Mhm.
multiple islands. It looks like there's going to be underwater exploration. It looks like the bigger, better Pokemon game that we should have got for Sword and Shield.
Mhm.
Okay, like we should have been had this, but it seems like Game Freak are getting it right.
Mhm.
Seems like this is the Pokemon game to really usher in that new open world generation of Pokemon games. I'm going to say that because this looks really good. If you want to hear more about it, what I have to say, there is a video here on the Seoul Dojo. That's probably the previous video. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Moving on with our news. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake got revealed. It is called Resync, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Brandon, what do you think about this? I forget. You have a weird opinion on Assassin's Creed. You like the weirdest one, right? Not 3.
This game doesn't need a fucking remake. So, Curtis, you remember this past week when everyone was sharing like their top 10 favorite games of all time?
I remember seeing you did it. I didn't know it was a thing though.
Yeah, it was a trend all across, all over Twitter. Like there were a bunch of people doing it. So
nice.
AC Black
Can we
Flag.
talk about yours after you're done with this? Can we talk about yours? You mind if I bring it up?
Okay, oh yeah, cool. Definitely. Okay. AC Black Flag. I believe. Let me double check. I believe I put it at number 5, just below AC Origins.
Awesome. But what?
What?
Just below what?
AC Origins.
Assassin's Creed Origins? You think Assassin's Creed Origins is better than Black Flag?
I like it more, yes.
Wow.
I don't say it's better. These are my favorite games, not the best games.
Got you. It's an opinion thing.
Yes.
Okay.
But I will say this. Edward Kenway's it's one of the best examples of character development in a video game ever. Like it is up there with Arthur Morgan and Kratos and all the others. It is so amazing. That ending where you have, I forget her name, but singing The Parting Glass, the great, Irish song, and you see Edward finally leaving, the pirate swashbuckling lifestyle behind him. He meets his daughter and he leaves and sails back to England. Like it's so good. It's so good. And Ubisoft says they're going to remake it and they're going to make it better. You're going to make it better? You can't make crap lately. I'm sorry. It's hard for me to get excited for a game that you're saying is going to be better than my 5th favorite game of all time. And a big part of this that I really don't like, and I know I'm probably in the minority here, I don't like that they're taking out the modern day.
Oh, the modern day sections.
Yes, I don't like that.
I actually did not know that.
I hate that. I love the modern day part of Assassin's Creed. I think it is so important to the lore and the story of it. I know that in Black Flag is kind of where Ubisoft kind of quit caring about it. And because they didn't have not Dennis. Desmond. Because he died at the end of 3.
Yeah.
But I do still like the idea of like this sort of Abstergo, which is, sort of a Ubisoft stand-in, developing these experiences based on it. And it's like, okay, so this is like the front for the Templars while they search for the pieces of Eden. And then you see like, oh, the assassins are trying to infiltrate it and get you out and all that. I like that. Like that. And I don't know how much this game is going to cost. I'm assuming it's going to be $70.
I bet you if it's like a full remake, it's going to be $70. You know how
so you want me to pay more than I paid all those years ago for Black Flag? You want me to pay more again for a version of it that you say will be better when your track record says you haven't produced great games lately with less content in it? I'm not excited for one of my favorite games of all time.
Definitely, and I'm looking at your list right now. Yeah, number 5. Wow, Brandon. Wow, we got to talk about this list. Not in a negative way. It's just I'm gonna have a little conversation with you.
Okay.
I'm not against what you're saying. I absolutely understand what you're saying. I get it. I really do get it. And every point you made, I actually agree with you. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. Period. My next one would be Odyssey. Maybe 2 in Odyssey. It depends on how I wake up. I am a little bit excited for this. Hearing that they're taking out the modern day stuff kind of sucks. How are they gonna kind of, because that was a pivotal part of the story, like you were talking about. Um, I'm not. I don't know. I agree with you. Ubisoft has made a lot of bad decisions recently, so like, why should we really or like get excited about this? The only reason why I'm excited about it is because it's a remake. How can you
Pardon
mess
me
up a
for one
remake?
second. I'm getting a phone call.
No, you good. You good. I'll keep talking. How can you mess up a remake? How can you mess up a remake? I don't know. Tassel says devastating news to report. Resident Evil's Requiem's own Leon Kennedy was spotted with a wedding ring on. Oh my God. Women across the nation are falling to their knees, weeping at this unprecedented tragedy. That game is just getting all the love, and I love it. I love it. I love the fact that game is getting all the love. I'll never play it. I'll never play it. I'm never gonna play it. I'm never going to. I'm not gonna say I'm never gonna play it. I'm gonna say that it's gonna take a lot for me to play it. It looks like an amazing game, and Brandon is back. It seems like it's gonna take a lot for me to play this game, but I have to play it with all the lights on. It's one of the best games this year, and I'm terrified to play it. We're talking about almost said Assassin's Creed Requiem, Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, I'm excited, but I Brandon, nothing you said was wrong. Like nothing.
Yeah.
Like it is Ubisoft.
Here's the thing: if I could afford it, I would buy it. If I had $70, I would be there day one buying it with everything I said, because it is one of my favorite games of all time.
Very understood. Oh yeah. Let's take a quick segue and talk about this top 10 list. Top 10 favorite games by Brandon Satterwhite, right? Should I start with the honorable mentions? You have a few here.
Yeah. By the way, this wasn't updated. This is updated. It was a lot worse before this.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I had Outer Worlds at like 5.
You know what? Sorry. Excuse me. The first one?
Yeah.
Not. I wouldn't be mad at you about that. I would think you were kind of hip and cool.
Yeah. It is a really good game.
It is fun. I like it. I like it a lot. Pavarti Holcomb's one of my favorite characters. I love it. Okay, honorable mentions. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Why?
It is such a fun sandbox. The shooting is so like tight and good in it, and lining up your AI teammates for those sync shots, it's just so satisfying.
I forgot they had that feature. I was not a fan of Ghost Recon Wildlands. I really wasn't. I was a Division guy though, so it goes against everything I know to like Ghost Recon Wildlands. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan.
I love it so much. I bought this for my birthday last year. The big old
last year. What is that? Strategy guide? Yeah. Oh my God,
huge!
Wow. There wasn't any PvP at launch either. Like I didn't really understand that. I don't know.
They did get a really cool free Predator DLC where you get to go hunt the Predator with your teammates.
Cool. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So his honorable mentions here, he got AC Unity. What is that?
Oh, just showing the.
Oh yeah. For people on Spotify,
like,
it's
strategy guide book.
Yeah, for the people on Spotify, it's a big strategy book. I actually have like a Kingdom Hearts 2 one. That's like falling to bits, but I have one. Okay, his honorable mentions, right? AC Unity is in this. Batman Arkham Knight, which is a good game, really good game. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really
2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
After all the updates, I can still go back to that game, and it is incredible.
Yeah, Brandon's a unique guy. Okay, he's a real unique guy because he got SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom. Yeah. Is this the remake or the regular or the normal one?
Either one. The remake is good. Like it's got the pretty visuals and stuff. I'm very nostalgic for the original and sort of the more washed out color tones and stuff that kind of matches, I feel like, the early seasons of the show a bit better.
Yeah, totally. GTA 5. Out of all GTA games, this is the only GTA game that's made someone on this list.
It's the only one I've played.
Have we talked about this? I feel like we
maybe
have, right?
I wasn't allowed to play GTA growing up. I didn't play it until I went to college.
So you never You surely played like San Andreas.
No,
No. Oh, okay.
no, I haven't played. I've played a little bit of 4.
Forza. Four is like the Kanye West 808s and heartbreaks of video games. Like it just kind of grew on people
Hmm.
later down the years because it had like the really realistic driving mechanics. It was more heavier. It was kind of like
Hmm.
Red Dead a little bit. But yeah, I like that game. GTA 5, I guess it makes a good sense.
Yeah,
The Last of Us isn't even on the list. This is still the honorable mentions.
yeah,
Wow.
it's a good game.
Um
It's a good game.
Madden Madden NFL 12. I like that Madden, by the way. That
Peyton
was good
Hillis
Madden.
on the cover, Arkansas guy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. MLB The Show 21. Good MLB The Show year.
Yep.
That was a good one. NBA 2K 17.
Yeah.
I can't remember 17 too much.
So I have very vivid memories because during the off season after that game came out was when the Celtics got Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward, and so I
Mhm.
downloaded a roster file with them, and I played so much with those Celtics.
Nice. Nice. I remember that. Okay. Now I remember the cover now. It's Kyrie
Mhm.
Irving on the cover, right? Yeah.
No, it's Paul George.
Which one was Kyrie on?
18.
18?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, if it's Paul George, okay, I see it now. Okay, let's go to your actual top 10 favorite games, right?
Hmm.
Number 10 is Madden NFL '09. A good Madden.
Yeah. My
That's
childhood
Drew
Madden.
Brees.
No, this is Brett Favre.
Okay, y'all, I don't know shit about my covers apparently. Brett Favre?
Yeah,
Are we
this was after he was on the Packers. He retired, and they put him on the cover. But then he came back with the Jets. So later they released an updated version with him on the Jets on
Okay.
the cover.
Which one am I thinking about with Drew Brees? Is that 10?
11.
11.
Yep.
Okay. Golly, what the hell, man? I work for Sports Gamers Online. Um, I think there's a typo here. It should be Far Cry 3, but he put Far Cry 4.
I like 3, but I prefer 4.
I love the fact you got a Far Cry game on here because I think those games deserve to be on somebody's top
Hmm.
10 because especially 3. 3 is amazing. 4, you just got to sit there at the table and then you win. Like
Yeah,
you just
I
beat it.
love that. I
Yeah,
love
that is
that.
kind of cool. That is kind
Yeah,
of cool.
and I love like Ubisoft got a lot of crap when they made Far Cry 5 that like it
Mm,
wasn't like overtly political considering it was in America when Trump was running the first time.
yeah.
There were a ton of articles. Far Cry 4 is an incredibly political game in a very interesting way.
Yeah.
Like even like driving around, like you'll hear like Robbie Ray Rana like making jokes about American politicians. Like they aren't holding back in that game. Like
No.
it's great.
Yeah, I remember that. I do like that game.
Mhm. I think I've
It's
played
just
it like 5 times.
okay. Okay, have beaten it 5 times or just played
Yeah.
it? Beaten it. Nice, 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 sick. Next, number 8 is Ghost of Tsushima.
Mhm.
Um, given sorry, excuse me. Given I'll talk about Ghost of Tsushima a little bit. I might be one of the few people that just I thought this game was good. I didn't think it was great.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I've actually heard a lot of people with that,
okay.
uh, with those
It,
thoughts.
yeah, I mean, I think because it was in a time where microtransactions were just all over video games, single
Mhm.
player games were starting to get
Yeah.
infested with them. That Ghost of Tsushima showed up and it wasn't any of that. It was straightforward. It
Mhm.
was a good game. It had good dialogue. It was a good story.
Mhm.
And fun combat. I was just like, you're a Ghost of Tsushima, but like you're not really doing any ghost stuff. I thought the stealth was very watered down.
Mhm.
The combat was good, but there wasn't any like I don't know, there wasn't any good stealth mechanics and things
Mhm.
like that. I feel like at the time too, there was better feudal Japan games like Sekiro Shadows Die Twice.
Mhm.
That's just my opinion though.
Yeah.
Um,
I think what really sold me on Ghost of Tsushima was it was sort of the swan song for the PS4, and that was like my console as like a teenager, young adult. And that game came out sort of like at the height of like Ubisoft's open world map marker formula. And this game, like, it does have an open world. It does have some map markers, but also it has like following the wind, following the bird, following the fox to the shrines and such.
Mhm, mhm.
It's so much more immersive than anything that was out at the time, I feel.
Yeah, Sucker Punch did a fantastic job of that.
Mhm.
Fantastic job of that. Number 7 is Doom 2016. I heard a lot of people just
Mhm.
love this Doom, and it's good. It's so good. I actually played it for the first time a couple months ago,
Yeah.
and I knew I was gonna be impressed, and it was fun. It was really
Yeah.
fun. I love it. I this might be a weird thing to say, but it just reminds me of Halo.
Mhm.
With monsters like that you can split their heads open. Like it was
Yeah.
just I don't know. It's so fun. So fun. The moment to moment gameplay is really fun.
Mhm.
Number 6 is Cyberpunk 2077. It almost breaks the number 5, but could I put I feel like I could put Cyberpunk in my top 5.
Mhm.
Um, but then you go into what is ahead of it. Cyberpunk. You want to talk about Cyberpunk for a second? This is of course, this is after all the updates. They changed a
Mhm.
lot of stuff. It is a good story. It's always been a good story.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of it recently. It's just it begs for replayability
Mhm.
it has so much replay value.
Yeah, there's so many different systems in it that it's impossible to see everything on, one or two playthroughs. You want to make all of these different builds and play all of these different stories. I haven't even touched Phantom Liberty. I've never played through that when I've heard
Oh
that
wow.
is phenomenal.
Mhm.
So I can't wait to play that someday. But yeah, I think Cyberpunk is definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all time.
Yeah, because there isn't a Witcher. The Witcher isn't on here. The
I've never
Witcher 3.
beat The Witcher.
You never beat it?
No.
You got to beat the games to make it on your top.
I feel like yeah, I need to see the ending because a lot of these games, especially the ones in my top 5, it's because the endings are just so amazing.
Ah, I love it. I
I'm a
love that.
sucker for a good ending.
Cyberpunk's ending, it was just so nerve-wracking and so intense.
Mhm.
I feel like the world was ending. And it
Yeah.
basically was. Like it
Mhm.
just felt terrible.
Yeah, and the relationships you build with the characters in that game feel so real. And that's one
Mhm.
of the reasons I love Outer Worlds so much. I know we talked about that, but like being able to like build those relationships through the dialogue and make it feel real is something you don't see a lot in gaming today.
Mhm. Mhm. I've always said a game does a great job if it really makes me feel something, and Cyberpunk definitely did that. I
Mhm.
felt like I was losing my mind. I don't want to spoil the ending because it is somewhat of a new game. Um, AC Black Flag breaks the top
Mhm.
5. Love Assassin's Creed Black Flag, man. A Welsh pirate. Come on now.
Yeah, such a great game. Phenomenal. The sailing, the ship combat, going to all the different Caribbean islands, all the different, side objectives that were really fun and interesting. Just a masterpiece.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, Number 4. I don't get it. I don't know if I'm gonna have I don't know Origins. Okay? I don't know why I thought Origins. I'm drawing. I'm having a bit of a dilemma now. Um, I thought Origins was the was it? It starts with a R. Is it? You know what I'm talking
Uh
about?
Rogue,
No, 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 no. It's another one with like multiple assassins in it.
Syndicate.
Close, close.
Mhm.
We'll say that's close. Origins. That's the one in Egypt, right?
Yes. It was the
Oh,
first one to do like sort of the new formula.
yeah, I like this. I like this pick. I thought that was a different game. No, Origins is good.
Mhm.
Origins is a good one.
Yeah.
It's similar to Odyssey, but Odyssey's bigger, maybe. But
Yeah.
Odyssey's more repetitive too.
And Odyssey has a lot more of like the sort of level gating. Origins
It
has
does.
it, but the way Origins does it is like it guides you through the entire map to in a way that like it prepares you. So like you get done in this region, it's like okay, naturally you're going to go in this certain direction, and it's so good, and you get to see the whole map, which is gorgeous. Like it's hard to say like looking at the sand, like it's a giant desert, but it looks gorgeous. And when you get
Mhm.
to like
It
the
does look.
cities and the towns, and you see like the pyramids, and you see the Roman parts of it, it's so good. And then also Bayek, my favorite assassin. You know, the opening is so good. You know, I where he's like yelling at the ancient one. Basically, it's like, I will kill everyone that sniffed the air that day in Sewa, and then slams the mask with the knife in his head.
I
And
remember that.
the love story between him and his wife, who of course becomes Amunet. Uh, you know, they're sort of bonded by the loss of their son, and then, you know, they get to the end and they're like, yeah, we've avenged him and now we're kind of done, and they go their separate ways to start the Assassin Brotherhood. It's heartbreaking. I love it. It's so good. Oh, I love it.
I love it too. Never beat it, but I got very far into it. I thought it was a really good Assassin's Creed game. Niall said just bought an Xbox 360 copy of AC Black Flag, only for them to announce the remake less than 12 hours later. Um, by the way, were you thinking of Revelations? Yeah, AC Revelations. I
Mhm.
wasn't a fan of it. But I don't know why I thought that game was Origins, and I don't know. When I read it, I said, hold on, that's the one that was in Africa. Hold on. The next one, I agree wholeheartedly. I think this should
Mhm.
be in everybody's top 10 somewhere. Star Wars Battlefront 2, 2005.
Mhm.
What a game.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Probably the most hours I've spent on any game. Played it a ton, you know, with my brother and by myself growing up. And then I get to college and my best buddies have a PS. I meet them, they're a year older than me. They have a PS2 in one of their dorms rooms and they just play Battlefront 2 all night, every night. So we
So
just go
sick.
at it with the freaking elite rifle, just sniping each other and blowing each other up with rocket launchers
Yeah.
and, you know, heroes versus villains, Rise of the Empire, Galactic Conquest. It's so good. It's the best Star Wars game ever made, in my opinion.
It's so good. I don't know if you played some of the BioWare Star Wars games.
I have the story's amazing. Can't get into the combat.
Ah, got you. Yeah, yeah. I understand that.
Hmm.
Understand that a lot. Yeah, for the time frame of these games, or when they were released, I mean,
Hmm.
um, the battles feel so big,
Hmm.
and I played it recently. I actually have a copy of this game. See,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like you, Brandon. I actually have a copy of Battlefront 2,
Hmm.
2005 in here, and I played it recently, and it is like, for the time when it came out, it is still like
Hmm.
massive matches, still such a great game that runs really
It
well.
holds up.
It does. It actually
Hmm.
does. And I love PS2 games
And it
that
was
do that.
made in 14 months.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. 14 months after the first one came out, this one released.
Wow. Yeah, but see, you couldn't do that now.
No.
No, there's too much cost. There's too much politics in video games. You couldn't do that.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? You say that, Brandon, but a few games are, I can't think of them right now, but like a few games, like notable games, have been turnaround
Hmm.
jumpers. Like,
Yeah.
I can't think of any that's right now at the moment. I know it's like a
That
few of them.
generation, there were a lot.
Yeah, it like really good ones too.
Hmm.
Who your top two?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I would say I would switch them, but I
Hmm.
understand why.
Understandable.
Yeah. Um, Number two, Red Dead Redemption 2. What a game.
Hmm.
What a game. I don't know why I've been talking about Red Dead Redemption 2 so much recently, but character development is peak video games. Play this game and you will understand why video games are so important.
Hmm.
I think and I thought about this the other day, Brandon. Rockstar's ability to write in a character that has no mention in the previous game, no
Hmm.
mention in Revolver at all.
Yeah.
Write them in and make them this important
Hmm.
was amazing.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on Red Dead?
It's incredible. It's one of those few prequels that makes the original so much better. Like, I tell people to play Red Dead Redemption, you play the first, then you play the second, and then you go play the first again, because your two playthroughs of the first will be completely different once you experience Red Dead 2. And Red Dead 2, you know, all of the immersive systems, the weather, your horse, the clothing, you know, the trimming of the hair, which I rarely do. Uh uh the guns that you can like engrave and customize the
So
wood and the
cool.
different bullets and all of the different characters, and John, his character development that's going on alongside Arthur's. We know where John eventually gets to. We get him to his starting point for that first game, but we get Arthur to his end point. And then we also we get, Micah, that piece of shit. We get Dutch and his plan. It's a masterpiece. It is these two games are utter proof that video games are one of the greatest art forms.
True. Very true. Yeah, like you said, the gameplay overall is like this heaviness. It's almost feels like its own simulation. It's you could
Mhm.
feel Arthur Morgan as he's walking and how heavy it is. All the features that they had, all the elements in the game. It's peak Rockstar design, and it makes me really excited for like Grand Theft Auto 6 because you want to see where they go with the design of the
Mhm.
open world. GTA 5 was a little bit more arcadey in the sense of its driving, how fast it is. This game definitely slowed it down, and it
Mhm.
made you feel everything, especially emotionally and physically. Yeah, amazing. Always an amazing game. Red Dead Redemption 2. The turnaround for those first few RDR2 trailers have comments of people saying, we don't want to play as this guy. We want to play as John. I remember seeing those comments, by
Yeah.
the way. And Arthur Morgan becoming some of the beloved. Yeah, and he's not going to be in any more games, by the way. He's,
Yeah.
if you know the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing game. Your
Mhm.
number one game of your top 10 favorite games, of course, is God of War 2018, the
Mhm.
return of Kratos, the revitalization, if that even is a word,
Yeah.
of his character, completely
Mhm.
of his character. He's a dad now. It at the time, and Brandon, I'll let you talk about it, of course. At the time, I feel like this started off a lot of like, how can I say this? Main character, co-character storylines between
Mhm.
on PlayStation. PlayStation started telling a lot of good stories with two main characters.
Mhm.
Um, and this had strong writing. It was great gameplay. Um, and yeah, it was an
Mhm.
amazing game. One game of the year that year too.
Yeah. I got this game. I was in college. I was home from college at my dad's house, and I had never played any of the original God of Wars. I
Oh wow.
wasn't allowed to touch that stuff growing up,
Yeah.
obviously. So I see this, and I had seen it just come out like a week or two before, and I just happened to like see someone on Facebook Marketplace selling it for $40, and I'm like, 20 bucks off, And I knew I was going to Walmart later that day with my dad, so I was like, "Yeah, message him. I'll pay him $40 and I'll get it. I'll have something to do. Try it out. Never played anything like this before, and just fell in love with it. The story, obviously, of Kratos, his son. Be better. Don't be like me. Be better than me.
Hmm.
Like that. That's something that hits home, man. And a father telling that to his son, and then the gameplay obviously is phenomenal. Never played anything like that. The fact that it's all one continuous shot is just a technological feat and a directing
Hmm.
feat. Corey Barlog is a genius. I will
Truly.
say that to my dying day. It is to me the greatest game ever made. And
Yeah.
I loved Ragnarok. I know it's not anywhere on this list. I did really like Ragnarok, um, but this one is just way up there.
Yeah, I really like Ragnarok also. That is his top 5 favorite games. Of course, Skyrim is missing.
Yeah,
Like that would be on damn near everybody's, but like we know Brandon's thought on Skyrim. Well, you couldn't get into it.
yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah. Curious to hear what you both think of the look of that God of War show coming to Amazon Prime. I actually liked it.
I thought the beard it looked too much kind of like my beard, kind of scraggly. Like
Mm.
if you look at Kratos in God of War, like it is full and it is like perfectly trimmed,
Yeah.
which looking back is like, okay, would Kratos actually have like a perfectly groomed beard? But that was the only thing for me that seemed a bit off.
Yeah, he had that like beard that he would tell you all about IPAs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's a perfect beard. He was always a dad. Just my bad, I gotta read this over here. He was always a dad, just became a better one to his younger child. That is very
Mhm.
true. That is very true, actually. Moving on. I'm glad we talked about that. That took up a lot of time. I'm glad we talked about your top 10. I gotta make my own top 10. I'm gonna tell you right now, big spoiler. A game recently that moved into my top 10 favorite games of all time is Near Automata. Love
Ooh.
that game. Love that game. Xbox reveals Project Helix. The next generation of Xbox. this was always coming without Arsha Shamar or not.
Mhm.
This was always in the plans. That's why we're still hearing things like it's going to be $1,200, it's going to be $3,000. What do you think, Brandon? I mean, there was something recently that PlayStation was not doing first party with PC anymore because
Mhm.
they are afraid of something like this. They don't want Steam to end up going to a console, Xbox console, and then you
Mhm.
could just play PlayStation games on it.
Yeah.
It's the console exclusivity stuff is well and alive here.
Yeah, it's definitely not antiquated, as some would say. Uh, yeah. Uh,
Are you reading something?
wait, do you know what quote I'm referring to?
No, I'm sorry.
A few months ago, Sarah Bond basically came out and said that console exclusives were antiquated and that the
Gotcha.
industry was moving away from them.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
Trying to make a reference here.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
uh,
No, that she
but
kind of deserves that.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm just like, do I care? Like the thing's not gonna like. Oh, I know what the project name is now.
Mhm.
Great. I don't know what it's actually going to be called because we never know what Xbox is going to call their consoles. I don't know what it looks like. I know a little bit of, that it's going to play some PC games. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. It's going to be way out of my price range unless something drastically changes in the next 3 years.
Yep.
Uh, it's like I don't know, but I was reading. I was listening to Luke Stevens. He's a gaming YouTuber I listen to a lot, and he actually
Okay.
made a pretty decent point that there's a chance that because this console PC hybrid is being backed by Microsoft, we're dealing with all of these shortages on PC parts and whatnot. It is possible that Microsoft, because they are able to like order parts from those manufacturers in bulk, could maybe actually make this a little bit more powerful than a regular PC that like you or me could build for $1,200.
Mhm.
So there might
Interesting.
be a little bit of value there with that.
Mhm.
That's actually something I'm kind of interested in and seeing, like, once we actually see it, how powerful it actually is compared to what someone's able to build for that price at that time. But as of right now, like, I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. That is a really good that's a really good like take from him
Hmm.
because that does make a lot of sense. If you do get something that's very powerful, it's like and you would pay for like $4,000 and you can only get it for like and you can get it with Xbox for 1,200. I mean, that's really really good value for money. I mean, the 4,000 probably like 3,000. You're looking at
Hmm.
2,800. That is really good money, but we're gonna have to see the specs of this thing,
Yeah.
you know, if it is that, of
Hmm.
course. I just think that I hope Xbox doesn't shoot themselves in the foot if it's that price. Seems like Xbox is good at that over the last couple of years.
Hmm.
Um, Also, I don't know. I think I talked about my issue with Xbox at the moment is we don't know what the hell Xbox is. Right? It doesn't have an identity
Hmm.
because Fable's going there, Halo's going there, Gears is there, Forza is there. It's like, what is Xbox?
Hmm.
Because to me now, PlayStation's Forza. Also,
Yeah.
Fable's going to be on Forza. Fable's going to be on Forza. You can also play. You can get in the car and drive around Japan in Fable. No, Fable's on PlayStation. I mean, you gotta. I think PlayStation has finally reiterated, "Hey, we care about our properties. We don't
Hmm.
care if you don't care, like
Yeah.
about yours. We're gonna keep ours.
Yeah.
We're gonna
One of
keep
these companies is still competing.
yeah, exactly." And I
Hmm.
do have an opinion piece saying that. Like one of them has waved the white flag, the other one's still competing.
Yeah.
Still shooting bullets, as I like to say. I feel the make and break thing for Helix would be upgradable hardware. That'd be very interesting because we've seen the PlayStation can have like an external or internal or hard drive. You can just got to pop it open, things like that.
Mm-mm.
So consoles can get to that point.
Yeah.
We'll see if this can get there.
Yeah,
So
I mean, if you're able to upgrade like your graphics card, your RAM, or stuff like that on an Xbox console, and it's more of like a starting point for PC, that would be very interesting.
yeah, very, very. Let's jump over to our discussions. Brandon,
Yes.
MLB The Show 26. Let's do a final preview here. Everything that we know about MLB The Show 26. What are you playing it? Are you reviewing it?
I will be reviewing it.
You haven't gotten the code yet.
No, so SDS, except with one exception,
Mm-hmm.
but they usually do not send the review codes out. They will send them when the early access period for people who pre-order goes live.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they did send it out like a couple days early, I think in 23, I want to say.
Okay.
But other than that, no, because it's always weird because like I get the code and then I have to actually wait an hour or so for it to, install. So I'm actually
Yeah.
getting the game after people have already paid and bought it and stuff.
That
Which kind of
sucks.
defeats the point of a review sometimes,
Yeah, truly. Well, I didn't want to step on an embargo or anything because I'm still kind of I
Mhm.
can't talk much about my rise for WWE. Can't give any
Yeah,
spoilers. I can't really talk much about it. So I wanted to make sure where you
yeah,
were at with that. So you're kind of still you could talk about the press releases, you could talk about the news. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I have not played the game yet.
You haven't played the
They
game yet.
did have a set of creators fly out to Arizona to spring training to play the game early.
Sick.
Um, and a couple of them have started to post some videos and stuff. Overall, I'm excited. I love MLB The Show. Like I'm a fan of this series, and so like I'm not gonna just come out and just say like, oh, same game every year.
Mhm.
Like I like the changes that they're trying to make. I like the new trade system coming to franchise. I like the improved lineup logic, which I thought has been
You
needed for a
you
long
you
time.
like the new trade system?
I like that they are trying to make a new trade
There
system.
you go,
We
Brandon.
will see how good it is. We will see, the effects of the logic and whatnot. Because even some of the people that went and played it early have said, I saw a few trades
Mm.
that were a bit off.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's gonna be that odd trade, maybe.
Hmm. I
I
do like,
like that you said that though. I do
yeah.
like that you said that they're
I
trying.
love the new game plan and scouting reports that they barely talked about that are in franchise mode.
Okay.
They hardly talked about it, just like they did last year with storylines in
Mhm.
franchise mode. Love that. That looks amazing. Road
Is
to
it
the
one of
show.
those things where they kind of glossed over it and didn't really talk about it? And it's like this was awesome. Y'all should have like kind of
They
talked about this.
they do that a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's kind of a running theme.
Yeah.
It seems every year. Road to the show, 11 new colleges up from the 8 that there were last year, so now there's 19 total. My university's in there. Actually being able to track your progress towards the Hall of Fame throughout your career, I think is awesome. The simulation aspect of being a jump in and out, I think that is the biggest thing that I'm going to enjoy about Road to the Show. It's actually going to make me play multiple seasons, I think. And then Diamond Dynasty. Diamond Dynasty is like the one mode where I'm kind of like underwhelmed, which is odd because usually the card collecting modes get like a ton of attention.
Right.
They've got the parallel XP mod system where now instead of just getting like the flat +1 +2 for each parallel XP level, you can like slot in these different mods to like cater that to how you want those boosts to happen. We do have the World Baseball Classic, kind of. So you don't get to play with like the actual countries. You play you take your Diamond Dynasty team and you replace one of the 20 countries and then play the tournament with your Diamond Dynasty squad.
Ah. Well, do they wear like the countries?
You can like unlock the jerseys and stuff. Like you can get the jerseys and stuff. I believe they'll all be in there. You've got the Tokyo Dome. There's going to be a ton of like live content based on the WBC.
Yeah.
We saw some of that today in the developer tournament that they were live streaming. It sucks that you can't actually play as the actual teams. I'm guessing that's due to like licensing. I'm guessing they don't have like the full like team of like Team Israel or Team Australia and all that. So they don't.
Yeah,
like,
because those are different players. So
yeah, those are different leagues, So
Yeah.
like, so yeah.
It sucks that they don't have a license that kind of I guess use or covers all that because like in FIFA, like they have the FIFA Pro license, which covers
Mhm.
every single league under FIFA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that. I did not realize that for baseball. Okay. Let's move on to a baseball game that just came out.
Yes.
I want to be able to play it because it's free to play. It's the
Mhm.
Japanese baseball game called Pro Spirit Baseball, which a lot of people have been praising. You've played it, right?
Yes.
So what are we looking at here? Is it does it have a career mode? Does it what are we looking
So
at?
This is a basically a slimmed down version of Professional Baseball Spirits 24 and 25, which was released back in October 2024 as a Japan exclusive. That was the one that was going viral, made in Unreal Engine and all that. That had like licensing, so you had like Shohei Otani, all of Team Japan from the WBC. You had former MLB players that had gone to Japan. That it had like a high school coach mode where you could like build up your high school, build up a pro team, all that stuff. This is a free to play, slim down version where you can basically play online matches against other players or you can play against the CPU. There are no licensed players in it.
So it's like a tech demo.
I feel like this is what I think. And this is reckless speculation. I have no like sources or anything like that. So it's just me speculating. I feel like Konami has seen the reaction online from all of the people saying, hey, wouldn't it be awesome if we had a game like this that looked this good? And they saw the reaction to all of the content creators making videos about their game and said, okay, maybe there is a market outside of Japan for this. Let's do this sort of slimmed down version and see what people think. And release it for free. Let PS5 and PC players play it. Let them, play online. It's a lot of fun. I really like this game. I've played probably 3 or 4 games of it. I think the pitching, the hitting is very like intuitive. Like it's not like as difficult, I feel, as say MLB The Show is, especially on higher difficulties. This game does have a realistic pitch speed setting where like it like if someone throws 94, it's going to look exactly how it would in real life if they threw 94. And you're going to have that amount of time to hit it.
God.
I really like it. I hope it does well so that Konami does decide to start publishing Professional Baseball Spirits globally. I think that would be awesome to have. I don't know if it would necessarily compete with MLB The Show, but it would be like its own thing because it has the Japanese baseball license and all the players that are over there.
Yeah. I've seen screenshots and it just looks, it does remind me of how I think the old eFootball or the old PES looks. It reminds me of that a lot. So they must be using the same engine. But when it comes to like FIFA, MLB, and then Pro Spirit and eFootball or PES, I don't know what it is. I don't know how to explain how the graphics look. It's not blocky, but it is blocky in a sense, and it's kind of more realistic in facial definition.
It's you see like more like defined cheekbones, and more like curves in the face and such.
Right. Yeah, very much. Like if you played like Pro Evolution Soccer 21, like they look better, but it's also a little bit more brockier. I wonder in this game in Pro Spirit, is it more robotic looking?
Maybe like some of like the running and like the fielding a little bit. The pitching and the hitting looks really, really good. I think those animations look good.
That's cool. Yeah, because that was the thing with eFootball. It's like the shooting looks great, but it's like the running, tackling, a lot of it looks a little bit robotic, like nobody did any mocap or anything like that. So I wonder if I'm gonna have to play it. I wonder if it's kind of that similar, like am I comparing them right? To end off our show here, I am in the middle. I've finished my first impressions for WWE 2K26. I don't want to talk about it too much. I do want to say that the ringside pass sucks. Like it's dumb to have it in the game. It's just ridiculous. And universe mode, I wish there was a little bit more to it. But other than that, I am having a really good time playing this game. I'm gonna save a lot for the first impressions that I'm releasing for tomorrow, and then we'll have a review of the game. I want to say towards the end of the week, probably Thursday or Friday on Sports Gamers Online. I'm not doing it. Kevin's doing it, but I'll narrate his review and put out a video. Anything else you want to talk about, Brandon?
So speaking of WWE, I don't want to like mess up with your embargo, but since you talked about the ringside pass and the unlocking stuff, I saw a tweet that said that it was more expensive to unlock the Rock in the game than it did to actually buy the game. Are you able to confirm if that is true?
It depends on what tier the Rock is on, because if he's on like if he's on like season 6, yeah, you're probably getting up there.
Hmm.
You're
With all the
probably
tier
getting up
skips you
there.
have to buy and all that.
Exactly. It's like okay, so you have free tiers. The
Mhm.
worst part about it, Brandon, is you pay $150 and you don't even get anybody. You still have to work through
Yeah,
all those seasons and all
you have
those
to go through
tiers.
the pass.
Yeah. You got to go through the pass.
Mhm,
And it's like, for a person that bought the game, you're enjoying it
mhm.
fine. You pay $10 and it's like, damn, now I got to do all this stuff so I can get the characters that or the wrestlers that I actually paid for.
Yeah,
But if I don't want to do that, how about you pay an extra $2 to get everybody? And it's like, God damn, you're just nickel and diming everybody so much.
yeah.
It's
It's the free to play mechanics coming into the
oh man,
$70 games that, yeah.
it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's a design flaw in its way. Um,
And I will give MLB The Show this, they continue to be very consumer friendly with their
mm,
approach to Diamond Dynasty.
yeah, that's very true. Uh, I don't know. It doesn't mess with the experience for me in this game. I was given the best version of it. I wonder if that is why. But yeah, I feel bad for people that buy the $70 version and they want Defingo or whatever the
Mhm.
Mexican Viking guy that wrestles for AAA. They want
Yep,
him. They're gonna have to kind of buy the premium pass and then play through a bunch of content just to put them in your universe mode.
yep.
It's bad. It's all bad. My name is Curtis with the Soul Dojo. You guys can follow me on X at Curtis from the Dojo. Brandon, you want to plug yourself in?
Yeah, I'm Brandon Satterwhite, senior editor over at Sports Gamers Online. You can follow me on X at bsatterwhite18, and also go check me out over on Sports Gamers Online, as well as our baseball channel, SGO Dugout.
Oh yeah, SGO Dugout is killing it. Are you at 1,000 there? Yeah.
We are almost to 800.
Oh, I thought you were already at 800. My bad. Okay, yeah, check out SGO Dugout. Really fun stuff. Really fun. So I watched one of your videos. I was like, oh yeah, he goes hard on these. Hey, appreciate it, Niall. Thank you for coming by, stopping by. Thank you to Shale. Thank you guys. And we will check you guys later. Oh, by the way, if you're on YouTube, subscribe to the Soul Dojo. If you're on Spotify, follow the Soul Dojo for more podcasts. All right, peace.